matter what my impression is going to be of this car, is you cannot say shit about this naturally aspirated V12 engine. That she does like to be revved. The wheelbase sounds pretty incredible. So let's look at this car a little bit more up close. Now this is again painted in a Corsa red and had a very high spec. The sticker sheet is higher than some of the Atelier cars that I was looking at, and most of it because it had all the proper options you can imagine. So let's start from the front. You can see that it has all the carbon little lip and diffuser. This entire front section is in carbon. It's got the front camera, rear camera, titanium bolts. It's got the shields. It has the carbon rocker panels. If you go to the back, it has the carbon surround around the exhaust. But the one that's usually more rare is the actual carbon diffuser in the back, and pretty much all the other carbon interiors. Now, interior is done very classy. Again, has pretty much all the carbon options, the carbon bridge, the carbon surround on the dash. Has these, I think it's very befitting for this car. It has the Daytona seats with the Cavallino red stitching. Just gives it a very classy look, in my opinion. Even the AC surrounds are in carbon. And the car just has a very, very nice stance. Just the way you look at it, it really pops. I love the two humps in the GTS. And let's take a look at the inside. Now it has, as you see, it has the comfort seat. So when you open the door, this pops out. Slightly different comfort and luxury level compared to the F40. And beautiful inside, I would say. You got the famous Manatino wet sport race. You have your super soft suspension. All this is carbon. This does have the passenger display, and it's got the shift lights. I think this PS is your launch button, auto. Up here you can set your auto start stop. That took me a while to figure out where that was. The rest of it is pretty self-explanatory. So let's take this puppy out for a drive and see what I think. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are mic'd up. Hope this all works. Remember, this is not supposed to be very stylized and just stuff about driving in these cars. So let's take this out on a drive and let's see what she does. I have this on auto now. How do we switch it to manual? Very good question. No clue. I guess the auto button takes it off. Usually, I think with every car that I've ever owned, there's a button that says M for manual. I've never had a car that has a button for auto. So, and it starts in auto, so it's kind of weird that you press auto to deactivate auto. But we figured it out all together at the same time. Ooh. Now, mind you, this is a completely stock exhaust, and I have heard these cars with Capristo, you know, proper exhaust, and they sound magnificent. The one thing, no matter what my impression is going to be of this car, is you cannot say shit about this naturally aspirated V12 engine. that revs to nearly 9,000 RPM. I know the new 12 Cylindri revs higher. Obviously the Revuelto revs to 9,500 RPM. Oh my goodness. Now, the dynamics, I'm not even going fast, but it's a very long car because you have a V12 engine in front of you. So I feel like it's like I'm sitting at the back of the car and there's a lot of stuff up front to see. So this makes it very interesting. I'm gonna get this out on the road. Steering is, I would say, very nice and direct. I would definitely say it's on the light side. She does like to be revved. Seems like the valves open up and it sounds pretty amazing for a stock exhaust, I have to say, honestly. I know people say that prior to 2020, especially with just the super fast, before they put the particulate filter, the stock sounded better, but for a stock V12, this actually sounds really good. As I mentioned, the steering feels very direct. Brakes are immense. Now, because this car does have rear wheel steering, and Ferrari's done this to essentially artificially shorten the wheelbase, just that little corner, a little tap, she's a little tail happy. I can tell that already. And I think that is just the characteristics of an anchor, a hunk of V12 up front, and rear wheel drive, very responsive, naturally aspirated car. You know, I have heard some pretty hairy stories about F12 and A12. I believe that they've improved it a little bit with the 12 Cylindri, but I think it's got to be hard. Just, you know, no matter what you do, you still can't defy laws of physics. And if all the weight is kind of near the front of the car and all your power is coming from the back, and on a long car, I think it's going to have its own certain dynamics, driving dynamics. So I'm excited to see, once I take this through the little bit of a spirited, twisty drives, what I think about it. But so far, what I can tell you, that the car is extremely comfortable. I have this on sport right now, because you have wet, sport, race, CT off, and then ESC off. We're not going to try to wreck this car, kill ourselves, especially being a new platform I'm getting used to. But soon I'm going to switch to race, and that's race now. And let's see how that changes things. Maybe a little stiffer. Steering is sharper. Wow. I do like it. Now, let's try to put it through its paces a little bit. Spirited driving in sunny green Mexico. See, brakes. Brakes are, I would say, a little mushy to me. You can definitely feel the rear wheel steering around the fast bends. I mean, that engine sounds pretty incredible. But this is really, you have to keep in mind that this is a GT. This is not a track-oriented car. So even in race mode, the suspension is a little floaty. It doesn't give me like as planted of a feel that I would feel in a McLaren, for example. Like, she wobbles a little bit. I think it makes it fun, don't get me wrong, but I think this is a car, it has a little bit more pucker factor in that sense. I figured I'd just shut up and let you guys hear some of this engine, because I can, no matter how much commentary I give you, I bet you'd rather hear the car sing. Let's hope my mic hasn't flown off. This is a one-man show, baby. The downshifts, I can only imagine this car with a proper exhaust. It may sound as good as the SVJ. Wow. Woo! My hands are a little sweaty. I hope you guys have enjoyed this review and my driving impressions of the 812 GTS. Now, you know, delivery mile cars like this are trading high spec nearly $1 million. And the question is, do you think that a non-limited, non-numbered car should fetch these numbers? As an example, an Aventador SV Roadster trades around the same, but it is one of 500 for the world. Which would you choose?